Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Mason at Stand or Submit. Just going to go through some specs and features of Rongos' new custom log. We put it out to everyone to think up of a name, and I think probably the most unanimous decision and probably the most fitting is the Terminator. So this will be henceforth known as the T800 Terminator log. Alright, so here's some features. Most of them are sort of standard with a stand or submit log. Some of them are a little bit different. Firstly, we can go through the weight of the log. So as you can see it here, it is 105 kilos with clips, which just seems to be what all of our custom 12-inch logs end up weighing. And then with the additional plates, it jumps up to 150 kilograms, which I believe is probably the second heaviest fixed weight log in Australia, second only to the Leviathan or the Mad Max log that gets used at Arnold's. So standard features, standard grip width for all of our 12-inch logs, standard diameter. What we have added for Rongo is some turned-in handle guards, I suppose you would call them. Anybody that doesn't use their forearms to drive the log up in the clean, this doesn't worry them, but if you are somebody that uses some forearm drive, these are really helpful. We've ground the handles, so it's the same sort of grip type as our competition farmers, so not as aggressive as knurling, but not slippery like standard paint either. You'll also see on the center of the log, we've added a little bit of grip tape. This mimics what we used on Big Z's custom logs as well, where we painted it on. Instead we've just used grip tape because it looks cool, looks like it's something that would be off of the giant Gatling gun that gets used on the A10 Warthog, which is kind of the inspiration for this. A lot of people on Instagram spotted that. I'm glad you picked it up. But this does allow for a lot of grip for the clean. Rongo communicated to us that he's working on a very big log press and he wants to be able to spend more time working on the press, and the clean on his current log is sort of holding him back. So we wanted to make something that he could clean a little bit easier so he can spend a lot of time working on his press. So other than obviously looks, one of the special features of this log is the locking plates at the end, where although the base weight of the log is 104 kilos or 105 with collars, adding the end plates brings it up to 150, but they're not just free spinning, they are actually able to be locked in. So split this. So that plate actually locks in on the end of the log, so it's essentially making the log 150 kilos of fixed weight. It's a theory we're working on, and Rongo's going to help us out with it. Stay tuned. So there we go, there is the Terminator at its full length. Those plates, once on, get locked into position. They are locked. With a spacer, which we're providing, we can actually allow them to free spin as well. That spacer will go in here, and they can free spin just like a normal plate would. We can't wait to get this beast over to Western Australia, to Rongo. He's already got the Australian record on the log. Pretty keen to see what he can put up on this thing and compete further in hopefully at the end of the year or next year, put up a new huge log press.